Hey, 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 what it is, what it is. First and foremost, man, praise to the Most High. For real. Yeah, man, I was listening to some deep stuff last night. And, on the quest chosen. On your journey, you gonna bump into some interesting philosophical spiel. You hear me? Which is rhetoric, you know. Um, but at the same time, man, the wisdom that's in Proverbs is so elite. You got to watch the tongue that's smooth like water, cause it'll say something that sounds so good and convince you, have you believing something so strong without even seeing the evidence. Chosen ones. It's so deep that the tremendous speed that they pushing for artificial intelligence to actually happen, which is already happening, but actually be like in your face every day. They pushing at it and pushing forward at a rapid pace. You feel me? And I made a post the other day, about how AI gonna take over and replace 300 million jobs globally. Everything finna get ready and be automated, autonomous, and robotics. And it's a race for that kind of power. So what you finna get ready and see is, you heard it here first on the Arthur Chill Fetty podcast. And we probably gonna transition the name Arthur Chill Fetty podcast to a more global name because of the download I've been getting and from the Most High. Because I want the name of the podcast to have a global community reach. So just for now, I'm just using my pen name, which is, Arthur Chill Fetty podcast, because, I'm an author of over 80 books. But however, back to the subject and the matter at hand. With artificial intelligence, what they doing, family, chosen ones, is pushing AI so fast that it's finna get ready and be a world global shift. Even all cultures is gonna start moving to where they can find work, to where they can produce labor and feed their families. You see what I'm saying? So what America doing is scaling down, getting rid of who can afford to stay over here and who can't. That's why everything started with immigration first. They doing a clean sweep. Just from top down. And the people at the top, you don't even see them, you don't even know them. You feel me? So what you getting ready to see is a global shift. And to be honest, it's only 50 million of us over here. You know, the melanated brothers and sisters, kings and queens. And if you ain't working in this kind of matrix, what they finna get ready and place around you, you might want to migrate back to where your ancestors from. Because of the simple fact, the motherland still need to be developed. And the motherland, certain parts are very rural. So what they're gonna need over there in the motherland is your skills, your ability to communicate English, all kinds of things. And a lot of it's gonna have to do with physical labor. Because of the simple fact, these things has to be built. But it's gonna come at a cheaper price, at a cheaper scale. But you got to feed your family. You feel me? Listen. Even the greatest teachers say it. Render unto Caesar was Caesar, and render unto God was God. Pay Caesar, but pay yourself too. If you don't want no trouble, if you won't have balance. That's why I posted the other day. You got to go in the matrix to make a living. You got to come out the matrix to live. And that's the way the future headed. Only common sense would tell you these things. But a lot of people is so distracted by social media that they ain't tuned in. They don't go outside every day. Listen to the birds. Listen to the bees. Go to the beach. Sit by the lake. Walk in the park. Get in tune with nature. The divine mother of the universe. Everything is in accord. You got the masculine that come out in the daytime, the hunter. That's the sun. Look, that's the sun. That's what that is. You see that? The sun. The sun. That's what that is. You hear me? Got the moon at night. But my thing is, people, sip my little coffee, my little mojo. It's finna be a global shift. You gotta prepare for the global shift. So my thing is, if you in a position to travel, it's best to start getting ready to go scout out different places globally, internationally, to look for a new residence. And figure out the cost of living. And figure out how to become a citizen in that spot. Because of the simple fact, man, it's gonna be real hard to stay over here in the United States. By 2030, it's gonna be tough. Well, they say, well, chill, Feder, what's happening? What you doing? Me, basically. Just putting up. Let my money make money. So when the shift get ready to happen, I'm already in position. You feel me? So, you know, and this ain't no financial advice, but get into some type of passive income that brings you money from the stock market. Learn about financial literacy. You got a lot of people here on YouTube teaching financial literacy. And that's one of the most important dynamics on your transition. Because of the simple fact, what I learned was, man, this thing's so deep. You got a brother out there that has some real interesting concepts on the universe, and his name is Neil deGrasse Tyson. And what I was doing, I was watching Myth Vision podcast last night. Listen, people, what sound crazy is actually sometimes really true. Once you allow your mind to be open to new ideas, new concepts, and new terminologies, you begin to be more conscious, more aware. The veil starts to be unveiled. So my thing is, you have to do your own due diligence. You have to do your own research. Because of the simple fact, it's real deep. And it's so deep that you come to ask yourself, do I even own me? Do I even own me? See, it shows you in the biblical text, which is a book that's full of allegories, metaphors, mythology, truth mixed in. It's like a gumbo. You know, some of that New Orleans gumbo tastes good, huh? Yeah. And that's what they fed us. They fed us some gumbo that tastes good. But somewhere in the gumbo is the truth. So that's why we keep seeking the truth. You feel me? Somebody knows something that knows something. Somebody knows something that knows something. You heard me? And that's the way it is. So sometimes you had a carrot right in front of you. You just can't get it. It be right there though. I'd rather be chasing that carrot. So you know, hey, that's why I say study to show thyself approved workman. You know what I mean? You gotta work for it. You heard me? You gotta work for it. You gotta work for that truth, and then when that truth hits you, you be like, whoa, the Most High just gave me a nice one. Now get this to my people. Get his whole message to my people. That's why the Most High, you know what I'm saying, Son spoke in parables. Cause of the simple fact, only the truth and diligent ones that seek for it will receive it. You know? So once things start to open up to you, man, on your journey, you gotta jot them down in your mental. You know, just know you're gonna have to make that change. You're gonna have to switch up your whole program. Don't do nothing out of fear though. Do everything out of already being prepared. So that's why you getting this from me now. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm preparing. So you know when the Most High dropped that download on me, that blessing, you feel me? We gonna 10x it, and we gonna take off when it's that moment, when it's that time. You hear me? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build. You feel me? Because of the simple fact, I know that everybody is not gonna come, and everybody is not ready to come till it happen where I leave from. See, a prophet is not recognized in his own hometown. Not saying I'm a prophet, but what I am saying is that I know what's coming. You can see it. 20 years ago, wasn't no cryptocurrency. Now you got this cryptocurrency being valued at billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, down to the other coin, Dogecoin, Pepe, you know what I'm saying? All these little other coins. Then you got the United States coming in with the stable coin game, you know, and what's floating around on the internet is how the United States is trying to get ready to use the cryptocurrency market to pay off his trillions of dollars of debt. So if you ever want to know how much debt that a child is born into, that you as an individual is behind, go to usgovernmentdebt.org and you'll see the debt clock. usgovernmentdebt.org clock. Man, that thing deep, man. It's gonna break some stuff down on that clock for you, man. And you're gonna be like, whoa, Lord, have mercy. And that's why I say one of the top things to really study is economics. So I advise everybody get Trap Economics. That's one of my books on Amazon. If you want the whole series, get Trapology. That's also available in paperback. And I appreciate your family for listening to the boy. You know, you got to be a king or a queen in your own world. You got to make real life decisions. It's okay to have a nice time sometime, to get out, do this, get out, do that. But at the same time, get knowledge, get wisdom, get understanding. Don't go out to just be out. Learn the economics of the environment you in. Look for a business opportunity. Look for something that's gonna escalate and navigate you on towards the path of freedom that you really deserve in life. Because if you get stuck in right now, by me being in a situation that I am, feel like I'm stuck, but I know I'm getting ready to transition, because the only reason why I'm stuck is because I'm on probation. So I'm staying in this location with my people till my probation over with, you know what I mean? And that's gonna be over with like probably 11 more months. You hear me? Then I'm gonna be able to shake and bake and go global and see different things in life. And my thing is, family, y'all know y'all gonna be on the trip with me. You heard me? For real. Yeah. Hey, but my thing is, family, man, don't get left behind. Don't get left behind. Trust me, don't get left behind, family. Just imagine 20 years, 25 years from now. Lord's willing, I'm able to see this if I still be around. Which that's like, yeah, you know, I can rock that spot for 20 years. That's gonna shoot back. But just imagine robots with authority. Robots telling you what to do. Patrolling you. Watching your every move. That's going down right here. Yeah. Yeah. Already now. 300 million jobs will be replaced by 2030. And the way they pushing forward, Might be within the next 3 years, 2028. Yeah, man. Look for the investments. Look for the opportunities. Give you a clue, but you ain't heard it here. Think about data centers. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, so they'll tell another friend. It's your boy, your host, Arthur Chill Fetty, on Amazon. I gave you a few plugs for some of the material that I already have on Amazon, which is Trapology, Trap Economics. Also, you'll see a lot of other books on there that's dealing with AI too as well, because that's one of the fields that I study. And you want to always know what a world is headed, even though that you in the world, you ain't know the world. But at the same time, that's like I said, you got to go in the matrix to make it happen, to make a living. But you got to come out the matrix to actually live. It's my quote, Arthur Chill Fetty. Remember, I said that. But yeah, it's the way it is. Tell your friends so they'll tell another friend. We gone in the wind, baby.